For the next 24 hours, I'm replacing my entire ecosystem with the MSI Katana A15 AI, which means no tablets, no consoles, and especially no gaming PC. I'm interested in seeing how this laptop holds up in an everyday lifestyle and whether or not it's even worth buying in 2025. So the morning started off pretty light. I had a couple emails to sift through and I had some scripts to write that I wanted to get ahead of this morning. Usually my mornings start off like this and I head downstairs and crank up my PC, but it was really nice to be able to sit and be present this morning. Okay, so if I'm just being honest with you, I've only been awake for like 3.5 hours and I'm already fighting the urge to turn my PC on. But that doesn't have anything to do with the laptop. I think that's just because I haven't used the laptop in so long and I'm so used to a 49-inch ultra wide that this is a big change. The portability is absolutely amazing, but portability and working from home doesn't really mix. So yeah, just thought I'd share that. But things are gonna get weird here for a second because I have to film a video and I'm currently filming on my camera. So these next few shots are gonna be from my iPhone 16. Steal these specs for a decent $1,000 gaming PC. For the motherboard, GPU, CPU cooler, CPU cooler. All right, if we're just being honest, that absolutely sucked. I was not prepared at all to make that video. My brain was lagging, stuttering. I'm not even finished with my first cup of coffee yet. So after that poor excuse of a video session, it was time to get out of the house. And I figured what better way to truly test a laptop than to edit a few videos outside. So I headed downtown to get some fresh air and find a nice spot to edit in peace. So one of the biggest things for me about this laptop is I shoot on an FX30 in 4K HS, which is one of the heaviest types of footage that you could put on a processor. And so far I've been sitting here for about 10 minutes just slicing up footage, and so far this thing seems to be doing just fine. All right, so we got 3 videos to edit while I'm here, so we're gonna get these knocked out and then I'm gonna go grab some food and I'll let you know my thoughts on how well this thing can edit. All right, so my thoughts on this laptop as far as editing, and not to get too technical in this video, but this is a Ryzen 7 8845HS, and that's basically Ryzen's like mid-tier AI CPU. So it is going to be very good for video editing, which I should have expected to begin with, but the Mobile 4060 is what had me uneasy about it. But I swear, man, it felt like I was editing on my computer sitting out here at the park, which is kind of crazy because I would take that every day, every single day, over being locked to a desk or to a chair. But the real test is coming up after this because I think the boys are playing some Star Citizen tonight. And since I can't use my desktop for the next 24 hours, we're gonna see just how good this laptop can perform in the most unoptimized game in the literal universe. Okay, boys, she is finally dead after all day. It's currently 6:54 p.m. I took it off the charger this morning at 8:30. Now, granted, I haven't been on the laptop non-stop, but I have been using it a fairly good amount. I got 3 videos out of 1 battery, a bunch of emails that I've sent, and a bunch of scripts that I had to write. I'm like beyond impressed with the battery on this thing. I don't know if it's the new heat pipes that they're using or if it's literally just the AI optimization, but it just seems like it lasts so much longer. Next is the real test, whether or not this thing can actually play Star Citizen. If you know, you know. It is the worst optimized game in history. It's been out for 23 years and it still runs like Cyberpunk when it first dropped. But before the fun starts, I do have a few things left for work before we finish out the day. And my wife wants to go eat soon, so I gotta hurry up. And then we'll get right back to it. Finally, the moment of truth. Can this laptop game? It got into Star Citizen's loading screen pretty fast, I'm not even gonna lie, but it's actually perfect timing because the boys are in trouble right now and all the homies are in the Discord. Everybody's on tonight, which is kind of crazy, and I'm playing on a laptop. I'm kind of nervous. I don't know how good the performance is gonna be, but we're getting 46 FPS in the loading screen, so that must be a good sign. Hey, can you guys hear me? Okay, I'm in, dude. This is my first time playing on the laptop, so we're gonna see how this goes. I don't know. All right, let's go get a ship, dude. Let's go get a ship. This is going pretty good so far. I'm not even gonna lie, okay? If we get out of this hangar right now, I'm gonna be impressed. I don't know why I'm so excited. I don't understand it, but I am. I don't get it. Okay, we're gonna try to jump through the wormhole in Stanton. Oh, getting some lag. Oh, we're back, dude. Okay, that's normal lag. That's normal. Oh my, dude, this is smooth. It's decent, bro. It's decent. We're about to do some FPS tests, but I'm super impressed so far. Okay, so we have the FPS counter toggled right now in Quantum on the way to a ground mission. So we're gonna test it both in space and on the ground, but look at this, bro. 50 FPS is crazy on Star Citizen in Quantum, and I'm getting the same thing in space. It's actually playable. It's beyond playable. This game plays at like 30 FPS. I didn't think this laptop could do it, and I was thinking if it could, we would probably be running around 20 FPS. 50 FPS is kind of nuts, but we're not on the ground yet, and this game really struggles with ground combat, so we're gonna see just how far we can push this laptop. Dude, I'm so impressed right now, you don't even know. Look at this. So I am on the ground in a facility holding 28 to 32 FPS, okay? Now that might sound bad, and for any other game, you would not want that. But for this game, totally normal. My PC gets like 40 to 50 FPS on this. The fact that I'm holding 30, this game is actually playable on a 4060 laptop. That is diabolical. Oh, and I forgot to mention, it's like 2 a.m. So we're gonna finish up this mission, get our ship parts, and I am going to bed. Good morning. We're starting the morning off right with some caramel drizzle, a little bit of double shot espresso. Our 24 hours is up, so I do have the PC on this morning, and I just wanted to give you some final thoughts before I get started with work. As you guys could probably tell already, this laptop is not lacking in any performance whatsoever. This laptop has changed my mind about gaming laptops in general. Back when we had laptops, when laptops first became popular, there was no way that a laptop would be playing anything remotely close to the same thing that a desktop would be playing, even with the same parts. But now, like I said, there's so much better cooling and so much better AI optimization in these laptops. At this point, a laptop is just as good as a desktop computer. On top of that, man, just the overall look of the laptop really fits my style. I have to say, and I know I've said it a million times, but I am super impressed with the A15, and this is just the 4060. They also have a 4070 version. Unfortunately, I have to send this laptop back, but I will be on the lookout for a laptop after using this one and seeing where it can add to my creative flow and where it can add to my ecosystem. The fact that I can sit down and play games from the comfort of my bed and use it as if I'm using a full desktop computer, nothing can change my mind on that. Like, this is a must-have for your ecosystem, whether you're creative or you're in school or you're just gaming and you want to expand your versatility of your PC. This is definitely the way to go. This is my first vlog like this, so I don't really know how to end it. This is just gonna be a really awkward ending, but yes, I would buy this laptop.